base of everything. Hello, my fellow debaters and most honorable attendees. I'm Samuel and I'm the outlook. Today we are debating on the motion, this House believes that Korea should be one. I'd like you to remember this word in this debate, patience. Before I go on to my argument, I would like to rebut to the previous speaker. The previous speaker, DPM, stated that there are many benefits at reunifying. However, he did not give clear information, nor even stated about how the process of reunifying can be even successful. Also, he stated that the information from the Goldman Sachs, that it can be the worst like third or fourth if we reunify. However, the process takes 50 or 60 years, and the middle part is so vague. Okay. Now on to my argument. To begin with, we should not reunify with North Korea because of the cultural and the political aspect. There are two main topics, adaptive and grassroots. I'd like to introduce the word future first. Future is a baby of crazy plus socialism plus communism and totalitarianism. However, these North Koreans believe in real soul. The question is, will people be able to adapt to the new environment? It will be awkward if the strangers come to your country. The problem is, you have saw them as an enemy in your whole life, and you should be friends with them again. According to the survey of refugees from North Korea, over 60% had a hard time to adapting to the new system. For example, they had a hard time adapting to the system of the free market. The free market means an economic system in which you earn as much as you try or work for. Today, the government is too hasty. Before I go on to my second argument reason, I'd like to introduce the word grassroots. The word grassroots means we should see the basic of the problem first to make North Koreans to a person like we are. If we change so quickly, there could be cultural and economic shock that can be really great. You understand? No, sir. Therefore, changing slowly and patiently is very advisable. And for example, we could change it by the route, trading, or education. For example, there is an incident of Germany. Germany had a reunification that could be successful because Western and Eastern Germany traded, cooperated, interacted, well by trading culturally, politically, and economically. This is called the downturn of the blockchain. I believe that I proved you that the patience is the most essential value in this debate. By these reasons, we take this debate home.
Yes, people indeed really a lot. Why do you think we have these homeless people living at substations? Why do you think they are sleeping on top of a box and streets? We believe it's because we don't have enough land to live. More persons want to live and to have to be in their home, and lots of people make the price of land to increase. Before I start our team's third important argument, I'd like to do some rebuttal to opposition's opinion. First, our Prime Minister said unifying help Korean economy to grow, and we can make the continental transportation to export. And leader of opposition said making our continental transportation is waste of money. Well, this doesn't make any sense. When we spend money on the continental transportation, these trains are cheaper than airplanes. You can earn lots of money, dollar from the other labor to work for our country. Leader of opposition said no, North Korean labor is not going to work for us because we have been apart for a long time. This doesn't make sense at all too, because we can make them and they, citizens themselves doesn't really have a bad feeling to us.
On that point, sir,
Yes, sir.
the government who stated that those Koreans labors are cheap, so we need to use them wisely. However, they are, if we unify, they are our citizens. So why shouldn't we treat them the same amount as the South Koreans?
Here, here.
We will going to be paying the same amount. It is depending on what job they're taking. And some arguments that leader of opposition has shown was economical aspects. They gave an example of United Kingdom and Scotland, which wasn't really quite related. Also, they said the 10% in Korea is now 40% of what you is 40% of your income, but it can raise to 75%. This is all for you. It helps our economy to grow, and this will come back to you later on. Now, this was our rebuttal. Now I will start our third argument. We have people in this land, not a lot, but still. As our Prime Minister has mentioned, having a unification with North Korea helps us a lot. There are more things, more benefits that give to you. For example, as in common sense, unifying will make our land bigger. This helps us giving more land to live. No land. Second of all, when we unify, we can save them. We can just save North Koreans. We can save both people in North Korea and South Korea, ladies and gentlemen. Just like, no sir, what opposition team has said. We will have our economy decrease for a little, but after a few years, it will benefit you. For the sacrifices, the economy will be coming back again to you. It will benefit you again. And soon, just like Prime Minister has said, Goldman Sachs has predicted that our economy will be third or fourth in a later future. And for example, in Germany, they were in a same situation with us. They were divided into West and East Germany. West Germany had more. They were richer than Eastern Germany, so Western Germany has paid a lot of money to be unified together to be one Germany again. And this made Germany's economy to be down for once, but it affected a lot in our future. So we need to be more serious. We need to save North Koreans. We need to save people. They were same people living in a same country. Think about it. You cannot save them if the time is passing. I want you, ladies and gentlemen, to remember this. Let's save North Korean people, citizens. Time is running out.
Talking about this, today our team was having a debate about the topic. This house believes that Korea should be unified. To mention, Korea is actually divided into two. So, this is a realistic topic to debate about. Furthermore, as it is a realistic controversy, everyone should keep their ears wide open and listen well to the reason why our team has won. First, before the refutation, our team had proved that the Korea should be unified. We had three arguments, which was about economy, China's political influence, and people, using good examples. Let's move on. Second, the opposition this argument. As the LOs said that when Korea gets to be unified, loads of money should be used to enhance North Korea as much we did after the war. Yes, it may, but waiting for 60 years may make Korea a very rich country. The Goldman Sachs said it will make Korea as the third richest at least. Is 60 years of hard time worth forever? It does. Actually, forever is beneficial than about 60 years.
Before you go on, man. As I stated before, the gap between the 60 years after we have the time, the process is made. How will we spend on it?
Well, the spending money for 60 years, if you have hard work for only 60 years, you will have a beneficial life forever and ever.
So for 60 years, after 60 years, we're probably gonna be dead. So we have to use our tax to actually reunite this country, and we'll die after the country is.
If we use our taxes for 60 years of hard working, until we become an ancestor to the later one comes a rich country, we might be dead. But the later ones can have a beneficial life. So, second, the LO said that North Korea and South Korea has a feeling of hating each other. That South Korea didn't have a hatred feeling. South Korea tried to help North Korea and cooperate by sunshine policy.
Before you go on, man.
Third, let me tell you something as our first speaker said. China is supporting North Korea. North Korea. So, if we don't unify as fast as we can, maybe North Korea could be a territory of other countries. For these three reasons, I am sure that our team has won, because we have presented arguments which isn't deniable.
Thank you, Governor Wood. We'll now have the last and final speaker on the opposition leader.
Oh, I'm sorry for the mic. And now I would like to start the last speech of this debate. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, would you support up to 70% of your income for tax to help reunification of North Korea and South Korea? Well, for me, I would not. You would probably curse and say it's ridiculous. And this is a possible situation for Korea if we reunite in these days. Ladies and gentlemen, our opposition team has successfully proven to you that reuniting in this kind of situation, in this timing, is a little bit too far-fetched. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to prove that by comparing the arguments. Before I go into my questions and compare the issues in this debate, I would like to rebut some points and reassure some points. First of all, the Prime Minister said that the laborers are cheap, so we can use them to produce more. But we believe that, ladies and gentlemen, if we reunite, even though we have put in lots of money to them, we have to treat them like the same citizens. We have to educate them to their best, to let them participate in our society, not as a laborer, but as a real citizen. Like a real citizen, they should get educated, they should go to work, they should be anything that they want to be, just like any other citizen of South Korea, ladies and gentlemen. And secondly, he said that China is very influential these days, and we have to quickly save the North Korea. I understand that they have tried to sound like we have no time, but ladies and gentlemen, this timing, even the China is like, even they say like China is very influential over North Korea, we believe that the timing isn't very well enough to support the North Korea. No, thank you. No, thank you. And before I go on to my classes, I would like to lastly reassure about the long-run policy that the Deputy Prime Minister had talked about. Deputy Prime Minister was simply trying to talk about that the North Korea status is right here and the South Korea status is above it. And if we reunite, it will standard to a certain average, but he said that it will boost up. But he didn't tell us when it would boost up. We don't know when it will boost up. It can go as long as 100 years, a century, 2 centuries, 60 years. It doesn't matter, but it's sure that we have a long time and we're not sure of it. Ladies and gentlemen, would you risk this dangerous possibility to all your 80% of your income for your tax for the unification? I would seriously not. Now, yes, ma'am. Sir.
So are you saying that, like, of course eating taxes can be ways maybe, but are you saying that having war and being saturated with North
Okay, I got
Korea
the point. We didn't say that we have to have a war, but we said that timing. This right now, timing isn't very good. And I would like to, and that argument was talked by our Deputy Leader of Opposition, and I would like to rephrase it during my class, so let me go on a little bit. My first class is about economical aspect, and second is the social aspect. First of all, the economy. The government's first and nearly third argument was about the economy, and the opposition's first argument was totally about economy. So we talked about that we are way better than the South Korea is way better than the North Korea, that we are actually overrating them too much, that we have to have an average just a little bit more to actually reunite more successfully, more effectively. And ladies and gentlemen, as I said over and over again, this is not the time to do that. And that is an example. The time. When does the time come? Our Deputy Leader of Opposition had said over and over again that the grassroots level is very important. Grassroots level is looking the grass by a root level. So you are looking by the one individual's life. So we have to educate them because as he said, they're used to the Juche system, which is like some kind of crazy socialism system. So we have to educate them from the beginning, not change them quickly. That will bring a total disadvantage to them. Like he said, like 60% of the North Korean refugees were having a hard time. Now I'd like to go on to a social aspect, which is very comparatively short. It was about the opposition's second and third argument, which the government hardly ever rebutted to. It was about the social instability, the animosity of the both countries because South Korea is almost like one directly giving the money to North Korea. They are having animosity and hateful feelings to North Korea, even though they don't want to. They have that feeling because money is very related to their real life. We came here because we had money. You have money because you came here because you have money because you had a car. But North Korean people, they don't have a car. They have only 10,000 tons of fuel in their country, and nearly no one gets to use it. That's their situation, ladies and gentlemen. And we believe that social aspect, we believe that the North Korean people will actually be offended to come to Korea, be offended to come to reunite in the Korea because they have a planted memory, a Juche system. that won't remove as easily as we think. And ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank you for listening to our debate so much. And I would once again say that it's not the timing. Thank you for listening.